Good Monday morning. Welcome to the Olson Advantage. I'm Dave Olson, the Olson Properties team. Today we're continuing our investor series and we're going to dive into how to find a good property management team or individual. One of the things that's critically important for us is finding somebody that has a good reputation. You can do that through fellow investors. Plus there's a lot of great information online with reviews. So not only do you want to make sure that the investors are happy, but you want to make sure the tenants are happy and they like to live there. You can check references. I would talk to as many people as you can. They should be readily available to allow those people to chat with you. Probably less the tenants. But there are probably some that would make themselves willing to do so because of tenant laws that might be a little difficult in certain states. But definitely check references with other investors, how happy they are. You want to make sure that you find somebody that's the right size for you. You don't necessarily want somebody so big that you're just a number, or so small that they don't have a whole lot of experience, that you don't want to necessarily be the only property that they're managing. Make sure that you take a thorough look at the agreement that they have. Make sure it's well written. It's not too favorable to them. It's not too punitive in terms of costs and fees and things of that nature. The other thing that I think is critically important, especially as you grow as an investor, is that the reporting system that they have. We like to use managers that use Buildium because it can be integrated regardless of the markets that you're in. You can combine and roll reporting together. But there's a lot of great operating systems out there. Just make sure that they have one that's readily available, that you can pull numbers and pull reports. Make sure that it's current and up to date. They should be able to share all that kind of information with you during the interview process. You want to have somebody that you're directly in contact with, the kind of tip of the spear type of person that you're going to deal with directly and not simply be a number, because that can be a little confusing and difficult when you're trying to get a hold of somebody. Try to meet as many of the team members as possible. A strong management company will not only have just one air conditioning guy and one electrician and one handyman, but they'll have several. And those people will fight to keep that business because, the right size property management company can keep several of those people busy just with the properties that they manage. And they should be highly accountable as well. And make sure that the fees are not exorbitant and are in line with what you would typically pay if you went out and found somebody on your own. You're already paying a management fee. There shouldn't be an additional cost to line you up with an electrician or line you up with a handyman. That's just something that they need to do. So keep an eye on the fees because they can grow and they obviously eat into your profitability and your ROI. See if they keep track of things like vacancy rates across their portfolio. They should track that. What are the retention rates? What is the average tenant? How long have they been there? You want to find somebody that's good at finding long-term renters. They're out there. They have a definite value when you own properties. You want to get somebody in there that stays there. And will stay there long term because obviously vacancy is a cost of doing business and you want to keep vacancy as low as possible. One of the things that can be very helpful is finding a property manager that's connected to a lot of the local employers. We have an apartment building in Kansas and the gal that manages it for us, she's tied in with every one of the HR departments in the town with the largest employers. She has flyers up in the break rooms at all of these employers and letting them know that this is the place you want to live. And she actually creates a waiting list and a bench for us So when something becomes available, there's people waiting to get in, and that obviously reduces your overall cost on vacancy. But she's just being very proactive. She has a great reputation in the community. Do they have a website? Can people find your property? How current is it? How up to date is it? Do they do any advertising or promotion? What's their presence look like on social media? Is there one at all? All of these things can be important depending on the market that you're in. Small town Kansas, social media is not important. It's word of mouth and strong reputation. So some of this stuff can be very specific to the market that your properties are in. But make sure that the individuals does have a strong reputation. They have good reporting, good numbers, all that stuff's readily available. Make sure that they have an agreement that's fair for them and is fair for you, and that they don't have costs and fees that are out of alignment and eat into your positive cash flow. Hopefully you found that this was beneficial. If you have any questions regarding finding the correct property manager, or you want some guidance on additional tips on how to find them, where to look for them, feel free to text us the word answers to 59559, and we'd be happy to get you that information. If you have any other questions whatsoever about investing, real estate, again, know that you can always text the word answers to 59559, and we'd be happy to help. Thanks so much and have a great day.